Gabby, sing with me. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Hey, I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Guys, I
let's really sing it. Let's really do it right.
Okay. Let's do it right. What do you mean?
I wish you a Merry Christmas.
Why do you always have to be what?
I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
It's the season to remember, guys.
That's right.
December still has to be my favorite month, and I'm not even saying it because I was born in December.
No, but it's true. I kind of
the season.
I completely agree with you, Madishi. Even though that's not what you want. That's not what you want, but I agree with you.
Yes, actually, the fact that is the best one.
It's okay, no problem.
Anyway, guys, welcome to Fuse Unbothered, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. Your favorite gang is here.
That's right.
My name is Madishi.
And my name is Gabrielle.
Yeah, and together we have a lot to talk about on the show.
But you would have to
stick. You would have to stick right there when we come back. More stories for you.
That's right.
Everyone deserves luxury. But luxury means different things to everyone. Luxury can mean appreciating the scenery of nature and stepping out to bask in the warmth of sunlight. Sometimes, luxury is savoring the satisfying and huggy taste of Amstel Malta Ultra. Other times, luxury is having enough selfie moments with your bestie. But in the end, real luxury is choosing your way to live. Amstel Malta Ultra. Choose your way to live.
Fuse Unbothered.
So off air, I and Gabby were reminiscing on our, favorite memories as kids, Christmas. You know how, you would anticipate Christmas rice, Christmas clothes. I mean, you would also always look forward to, comparing yourself with your friends, like, oh, the Christmas clothes better, how is this, your shoe and all that. And some people always feel like, oh, get me a shoe that's oversized so that I can wear it to the rest of the year and all that. And most of your friends ask you, what's your mom for your Christmas clothes? You're like, no, don't worry, you sit on that day. Like, those were fun memories I can't stop thinking about. Like, do you know what I mean?
For me, I feel like I actually really used to be so excited about Christmas when I was young, and I still am, honestly, but it's just that it's different, and that's why we're doing it now versus then, or then
reality
versus now.
Has set in.
You know what adults. I mean? But then when we're younger, one of the most favorite thing for me was the fact that Christmas holidays are very close to New Year celebration. So it's like you're looking forward to two interesting things at the same time.
Do you have New Year clothes as well?
Christmas clothes kind of doubled.
Really?
They double.
Because there was Easter clothes, Christmas clothes, New Year
clothes. Usually you get it all at once. That period is like, okay, so this is in my house. This is how it used to be. Okay, so this period, this is the one you wear on Christmas Sunday. Okay. Then New Year, this is the one you wear. Then usually there was this special thing that I used to do. In my family used to do when we were growing up. Is we used to have bonfires in church for New Year Eve.
Yeah.
New Year Eve. Yeah. The night before the New Year. So that night you want to buy nice actual casual clothes. You're hanging out with friends that night. There's bonfire. You guys are killing maybe a ram. You're doing suya night. Then there's prayers into the new year, and then there's having everybody knockouts, benga, fireworks.
That's actually one of my favorite parts because I was born on 31st of December, which is New Year's Eve. So kind of feels special when you have to end it in church, and just
and it's your birthday at the same time.
Exactly. So it just feels like everyday celebration when it comes to Christmas. Like it's just so good to see.
Honestly, I think some of the things I miss also is trying to decide what you're going to eat that period. So there's usually shopping, not just for clothes now, but for food. So you now shop, you say, okay, what are we cooking this Christmas? Or is it egusi soup? Is it this one? Then you also bring what's it called, what are we baking this period at home? All these things.
You also said something about cards, like where you have to distribute cards.
Yes, as well. It's just that now we're in the digital age now. The age is just digitalized more and more. Then those days, we used to have like pack of cards, so every family that you want to give cards to, you say, okay, this is for Mr. and Mrs. D. So are you delivering? So you deliver cards to every family, all the families that have been nice to you, people that are your neighbors, church members, people who go to your school.
Also food as well. You distribute food, you can give your neighbor, your neighbor gives you, and it's just
but this particular year now, the way
here now.
This particular year now, I want to use hate factor of the year. This particular year now, with the sapa that's going round, I just really hope that everybody, you know, is able to enjoy the end of the year,
like bag of rice,
afford to eat properly, afford to be, you know, happy and celebrate this time. Because to be honest, even though we're in the festive, you know, period, we just know that it's really not easy. You know, I mean, bag of water is 300 naira now in some places, so it's a really big deal. Fuel is very hard to access. How do we do our dirty December?
Please,
when we don't have transport?
How do we pay 70,000 naira for Ashoke? Even though I know.
But you were saying that it's okay. Don't worry, I will tackle you.
No, Gabby, that was a different conversation. I'm saying it's okay to wait for your fave.
After paying 70k.
You sound like 70k. Is that not the reason why you should wait? You should even stay till 5 a.m. because you pay for the money.
I'm shaking my head for you, honestly. I can't even lie. Okay, so that's it basically. You know, we just want you guys that are listening to tell us what are some of the things that you miss the most, you know, celebrating Christmas as a child. Let's do major throwbacks. For me, I remember also we used to, you know, wear these sunglasses. I did. I used to. The one I liked the most was the tiny firework that you hold in your hand. I don't see them anymore. I don't know if they're still there. They still exist.
Do you know? You just made me remember kites. Did you do kites where you have to like do kites? And did you do that? No. Not during Christmas season actually. But
like just generally in life. Manichi focus. We're talking about Christmas. Manichi is going all over. She's remembering childhood. Manichi, do you want to go back to being a child?
Seriously, if you give me the opportunity, I will. Because adulthood now scam, guys. So the benga thing, I mean, it starts from November. Have I heard benga this year? What's happening?
I don't know what's going on. Honestly, I don't know what's going on. It looks like everybody just calming down.
Seriously, like 2023. Okay. Can we move?
So, well, I mean, we wish everybody, you know, the best.
Yeah, the very best of the season.
Happy celebrations, you know, to everyone that's listening. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, there's more conversations, you know, that you don't want to miss. We'll be right back.
Everyone deserves luxury. But luxury means different things to everyone. Luxury can mean appreciating the scenery of nature and stepping out to bask in the warmth of sunlight. Sometimes, luxury is savoring the satisfying and huggy taste of Amstel Malta Ultra. Other times, luxury is having enough selfie moments with your bestie. But in the end, real luxury is choosing your way to live. Amstel Malta Ultra. Choose your way to live.
Fuels Unpotted.
All right, guys, welcome back. We're still talking about how, you know, 2022 is wrapping up, you know, really fast, and how we're in the festive periods. We're just reflecting, you know, how
memories
from the past, how Christmas used to be.
You know.
Exactly. But if you talk about 2022 as it is now, one of the professions, you know, that has had like a very big and beautiful year is skit making, honestly. It's
so funny how Gabby is just so particular about skit making.
Particular about skit making
because they're buying cars and, you know, sharing.
Skit makers are buying cars. Skit makers are buying houses. Skit makers are doing a lot of things, and they've enjoyed this year. To be honest, we've had Augusta Benos,
Mr. Macaroni.
Many people we can't even mention, you know, their names one by one. So at this point, we're going to talk about, you know, how many of these skit makers have made our year. Basically, we're going to talk about, you know, which skit maker has made your year this year, because it's not just that they're buying houses and buying cars and that their, you know, profession or their work is actually very lucrative. It's the fact that also they're putting smiles on people's faces. Their work actually matters, because everybody's spending their time on social media now. It's nice to just open your phone, scroll up and see something that makes you happy. So we're going to talk about all these people that are making us smile, making us laugh all through the year 2022. For me, the top of the list, I think, would be Augusta Benos.
Yeah. Okay, enter inside. Wait, where are you coming down for me to enter? Okay, who are you? What's the meaning of that one now? If they leave you, you see a full investor like me, one press inside motor. What? He expect me today for middle of motor, me, okay? You don't get respect at me. Okay, respect yourself, oh. How can you come down for me to enter car? You went inside before me and you're coming down for me to enter. What nonsense? You went inside before me, you went inside. Jesus Christ. Make an auto allow peace to rain now. Okay? I go allow peace to rain if this guy go there for middle. I bet I'm gonna know this guy. Bros, do you know me? Now BSc holder. Now you want press inside taxi. A BSc in mechanical electro. Now you want press for taxi.
And I was actually going to say that because I mean we attended the same school, so I knew him like
personally.
Uniport. So I mean I knew him personally. Like I want to say that the person I was dating back then, he was actually staying in the same compound.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're friends. I saw him. I mean, it's so good to see. Like, it's
see him win like this.
Yeah, like it's so surreal. I mean, somebody that we used to drink Gary together.
Wow.
Seriously, like I was telling someone that I call him Mr. Funny. We call him Mr. Funny. Okay. Then he was named Mr. Funny, but now it's now Gus Abinus and he's making money, like
he's buying doing really houses, well. This year he won best content creator on the head days.
So it just goes to show that, because a lot of people always feel like skip makers do some things on the side. I mean, some people always accuse them of even having, some shady
side thing that they're doing, sometimes even shady. Yeah.
But I mean, this person I know personally, so I can actually say that I don't know what he's doing behind closed doors. I'm not going to come out and say, I know Sabino's 100%. Okay. But yeah, it's so good to see how he has grown so much. I remember then he used to do free shows. Yeah, I used to do free shows back then in school. I mean, like, sometimes he's not always given the opportunity. Sometimes he does it for free. And now, lesson
learned from this is just keep at your craft. One day it's going to pay off.
Exactly.
Which other content creator or online skit maker has made you really happy this year?
And Mr. Macaroni. Even though it's not 2020, I mean, he's been there. He's been there. Yeah,
for a while.
As well.
I do not my gift. What do you mean I should meet your brother? You see meet and greet that we are doing here? What's all this now?
Can't I come with my brother again?
Why will you come with your brother? Come with your brother for what?
Chibi, you are the one that said I should come for prayer and counseling. And he needs to benefit from it. Because this boy is very stubborn.
I'm trying to think of female comedian, because it doesn't look like only male.
Of course, I mean, we have Maraji. Maraji has been there for a very long time. We have Tawoma.
We have Kiki.
We have Kiki. Exactly. These are all people. And I will also say that Bimbo Ademo, even though she's an actor, she has also come in, with doing some online content creating.
She now infuses comedy when it comes to influencing.
Yeah, when it comes to influencing. So there's that. We also have for me, I'll say
everyone deserves luxury. But luxury means different things to everyone. Luxury can mean appreciating the scenery of nature and stepping out to bask in the warmth of sunlight. Sometimes, luxury is savoring the satisfying and huggy taste of Amstel Malta Ultra. Other times, luxury is having enough selfie moments with your bestie. But in the end, real luxury is choosing your way to live. Amstel Malta Ultra. Choose your way to live.
Views Unpotted.
All right, I'd also like to say Shank. Shank is someone that I really like. I mean, I watch his content, and Shank came out, became very popular not long ago, very recently, and we just started seeing the style of
came out actually this year. Yeah.
There's also this lady, Real Sophie. We have Jay on Air. All these people have put smiles on our faces.
Even though I don't understand
you don't understand this kind of comedy.
I always do I was telling Gabby, don't like Mumu.
But that's the scene. That's the way. So the thing I've noticed about all of them is that every single one of them is unique. They're not all acting the same way. I mean, there's been so many that have put smile on our faces. We also remember Husband Material. Shout out Husband Material. So we remember that there's just so many content creators that made us so happy with their craft. So I mean, this is honestly so good.
Yeah, so good to see, and we hope for more 2023. I mean,
because I'm starting to look at it this way. Is it going to be that very soon, sometime, there's going to be another form of because content creating on its own is new, and at the same time we have skit making is also new. So are we going to see another kind of how do I put it now? Profession just
so for lack of better word, another kind of genre of content creation.
Thank you. That's the perfect way to say it. Are we going to see another genre of content creation in the new year? Maybe some people just come and start doing something entirely different. I mean, this may not be what's it called? It may not be skit making. It may not be comedy. It may just be something entirely different. We're looking forward to see more creativity from our entertainment industry, and I like that the platform is open for anybody to use.
Lilia Ife, I don't know if you know actress Lilia Ife, she came out to talk about how she had hustled so much. I mean, being an actress, there are times that she would do free jobs and all that, but just by putting her phone on her face and she calls it Akanchawa story, where she just narrates her past experiences, and she does it in pidgin just because of that, she actually got a gig in Benin to come and MC. So she's like, the little things, the minutest thing you wouldn't ever believe would, you know, take you places, would actually do that. Just like you said, content creation has evolved over the years. Like, we've seen so many people come out of it.
So I was going to say that I just feel like what this means is that come 2023, we continue to put ourselves out there, regardless of what your craft is. I mean, even if it's not online, you know, take it from offline and put it online.
Seriously.
And then, you know, let the world discover you.
Yes, so there's nothing you can't do on social media, trust me.
So now, one last thing I want to ask you, Madiche, away from content creation, away from skit making, do you believe in, you know, saying to yourself, you know, this is my New Year goals. I'm writing, you know,
New Year resolutions.
Do you believe in New Year resolutions?
There's something that they say is once you write down something, kind of helps. Like once you keep reading it, most times you even have to post it on your room and keep saying it. It kind of helps. But I don't know if I'm going to come on and say, oh, my New Year resolution is to buy a car. My New Year resolution is to this and that and that. I just hope for good things come 2023. And even if I have to, I'll rather keep it to myself. I'm not going to come and start, you know, announcing it and all that. So I believe in New Year resolutions.
Okay. I'll say the same thing. We definitely hope for dope things to ship in the brand new year. New year, new me, new year, new you, Madiche.
Sure, definitely.
At this point, we've had so much to talk about. You know, we've reminisced on what it was like, you know, having Christmas during our childhood. We've talked about the skit makers that have made us laugh this particular year. And we talk about New Year resolutions and whether we think it's important or not. Do you think New Year resolutions are important or not? We want to know what your takes are on this particular topic. And of course, you know, you can continue to comment on our content. Follow us on our YouTube page at The Fuse, and you find us on Instagram at Fuse Local. Do well to follow, guys. You find me on Instagram at Gabby.Gabby.
And you can find me on all social media platforms at _Madiche. This is where we draw the curtain today. Until next time, guys,
stay fused.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.